Welcome back to the 9 News Business Buzz. I'm Ryan Frazier, 9 News business expert. We just wrapped up Small Business Saturday, and early numbers show Coloradans turned out strong. Nationwide, Adobe Analytics indicates online holiday sales were up 9.1%, including Black Friday. This comes at a time when the Small Business Administration lending has hit record highs at $44.8 billion this year. But we also had a government shutdown that froze $26 million a week in capital here in Colorado alone. Joining me now to make sense of all of this and what it means heading into 2026 is Justin Everett, the Small Business Administration's Regional Administrator. Justin, welcome on the show.
Thanks for having me, Ryan.
It's great to have you. Now, Justin, you spent Small Business Saturday in Littleton, and the national sales numbers are way up. Here in Colorado, nearly every business is a small business. It's the heartbeat of our economy. Those online sales numbers look great, up 9.1%, as I said before, but people at home are asking, are people shopping more, or is that just more higher prices? What did you hear from business owners this weekend about real demand?
Yeah, and in full disclosure, so I was shooting some B-roll at Uptown and Country Boutique on both Friday, Black Friday, and I was there for media on Saturday as well. And they had customers that thought it was too crowded to be in the store. They were going to come back on Small Business Saturday and return to the store because the sheer volume was crazy, which is great. So I think people are visiting small businesses, and we definitely want to encourage you to shop local, especially not every day is Small Business Saturday, but it should be.
That's right.
And so I think that, just looking at the foot traffic and the feedback I got from my colleagues, throughout the SBA, is every visit that we had, all the businesses, there was a lot of foot traffic and a lot of activity. So I think that it is representative of sort of a robust economy that isn't necessarily being reported.
Yeah. Now, capital is everything. The SBA just closed the year with record lending, nearly $45 billion in loans, Justin. But the 43-day shutdown froze SBA lending, blocking an estimated 46 loans a week here in Colorado. That's about $26 million a week in capital for local entrepreneurs. That's a big deal. So now that the government is open, how quickly is the SBA processing the backlog, if there is one, and is Colorado businesses able to apply today? Are they waiting, or is the pipeline flowing again?
Yeah, I mean, the most impressive thing, I come from the private sector and obviously a little political as well, is seeing the change in culture. So our turnaround time is really quickly on everything that we've done, all the changes that have happened so far in the administration. So I think you'll be seeing some really positive news on that front on clearing the loans in the very near future. There's no exclusive that we're going to get today, but I think that there's going to be some good news coming out about that very soon.
The money's flowing, it sounds like. Now, one of the biggest challenges we hear from manufacturers and contractors is supply chain volatility. The SBA launched a new Made in America onshoring portal. Tens of thousands of businesses have already signed up. Now, for the business owners who are watching, maybe a machine shop in Greeley or a volleyball equipment company in Inglewood or a food producer in Pueblo, how does this portal help them?
Well, it helps you connect with local manufacturers. So a lot of capacity and a lot of things are still made in America that you don't realize. And if you do a Google search, we found you're not going to find, in your backyard, somebody that can actually backfill what you may be missing out on. So the manufacturing, the onshoring portal is a perfect way to connect them together, but also we developed the new Office of Management and Trade. So we're able to help you, with supply chain issues all the way up to, we have an export finance manager if you get to that level to where you want to export things. So it's not just, talking points. We're looking at outcomes. How can we actually help small businesses? So, I'd highly advise, if you're looking for help in that area, to sign up on the onshoring portal, sba.gov. You can access it right there, and I think it's a great tool. And we've seen hundreds of thousands of businesses sign up for it, and nothing but positive feedback.
How are you getting the word out to more and more Colorado businesses about these great ways that can help them?
So not just social media, but our administrator, which is our name for our cabinet secretary, has been out, beating the bushes on that. I've probably had more than 100 events in the past year talking about the onshoring portal. Talk about how we're moving at the speed of small businesses. We had the onshoring portal online, I think, at the end of March. So that's kind of unprecedented, that especially with the government system getting online that quickly. So just trying to get the word out and appearing on Channel 9 News and trying to get the word out. So. That, word of mouth, our local small business development centers, everywhere that we can, and promote the onshoring portal, we've been doing it.
Now, you oversee 6 states, and you've described the mood as bullish, even with higher interest rates. At the same time, owners are telling us margins are tight, labor, rent, utilities, everything. What's the one piece of advice you're giving business owners as you head into 2026? Is this a moment to expand and borrow or conserve cash and stay defensive?
You know, we don't even have to give them advice. As you pointed out, I mean, the volume of loans that we're doing and also our small business investment company, they did record numbers, which is sort of our venture capital side. So these aren't bridge loans, these are loans and access to capital for expansion. So we're already seeing it by the numbers, and the business owners are reflecting that. And I've probably had hundreds of events so far over the past year where we've heard business owners that they're really excited about the potential here in this economy.
Now, of course, the SBA isn't just about loans. It's about advocacy for small business, reducing regulatory burdens, and helping small businesses to navigate federal rules. What's the most important new tool or program the SBA is rolling out in 2026 that Colorado businesses should know about right now?
So it's interesting. So we actually dusted something off. Our Office of Advocacy is actually a tool for small businesses to where their job is to fight against regulatory burden for small businesses. So that was sort of shelved during the last administration. So we've revamped that. They have a large budget. They're out. They've already, between the EPA and any other OSHA and things, they're pushing back against federal regulation that's costing small businesses extra money. We also have the Office of Ombudsman that, on the flip side, if there's unequal enforcement or the government's cracking down on you specifically, in an unfair way, or not even doing their job, then their job is to go in and make sure they're complying and doing the right thing. So it's just, what can we do to protect small businesses and move forward? And we know the regulatory burden, from us being small business owners, can be huge and really raise your costs.
I think that's one of the things that's great about your background. You're a small business owner. I'm a business owner as well. We have a lot of business owners here in Colorado, 730,000 or so small businesses in Colorado. That's about 99.5% of all businesses, employs nearly 1.2 million Coloradans, which is nearly half the state's workforce. And I believe, if I recall correctly, looking at the SBA profile for Colorado over the past year, small businesses added 6,300 net new jobs, which is pretty darn good. Larger firms actually lost some jobs. When you think about the small business environment here in Colorado, as regional administrator, what are you focused on right now just to help small businesses continue to grow?
Yeah, I mean, we've been focusing on the manufacturing sector, but obviously the energy sector, we'd love to see, some state rules change so we can actually develop that. And my visits, whether I've been in Colorado Springs or on the Western Slope or up north, it seems like there's a robust attitude, and they're looking at the change in leadership in the administration. They know it's pro-business and pro-small business, so I think they're embracing that and planning for the future.
Justin Everett, Regional Administrator for the Small Business Administration, thanks for joining us. Whether it's securing capital, finding U.S. suppliers, or navigating regulations, these resources matter more than ever for our small businesses and the people that they employ. For the 9 News Business Buzz, thanks again to Administrator Justin Everett. I'm Ryan Frazier. See you next time.